Hey everyone, Carlos here with Bearable Traders, and we want to bring you over the 7 fundamentals of day trading in a series of 7 small videos. As you know from Andrew's book and his educational material, there are 7 key fundamentals of day trading that are key to your success in this career. These are all equally as important and should never be neglected at any stage in your career, starting with education and simulated trading, preparation, hard work, patience, discipline, mentorship and community, reflections and review are all an integral part of your day trading career that you should never abandon. In this video, we're going to focus on education and simulated trading and how that can be applied to your day trading career. As you know, from a very young age, education is one of those things that we can all agree is very important for several reasons. One, it opens doors to very lucrative careers. As you know, to become a doctor, engineer, lawyers, or any career that you might enjoy or like or find fulfilling, some of these careers require you to have a certain type of education. It also can determine your income. The more you know, the more valuable you are, the more you can earn based on that education you have. Different certifications, different levels, PhD, masters, all these levels provide a different type of education level that can get you to the next step, either to a career you enjoy and love doing, opposed to just a regular job like anybody else, and also increase your income while doing something that you love or want to really get into that requires a certain level of education. So for this example, let's say you want to become a doctor. And this could apply for a lot of careers, not just a doctor. It could be whether you want to be a mathematician, a software developer, an engineer, whatever type of career that you want to get into, there are going to be educational requirements you have to meet. So let's look at some of the requirements to become a doctor. Off the bat, you're going to be required a bachelor's degree, a doctor of medicine, a junior hospital doctor, and if you want to specialize into a specific field, then you can do 3 to 5 more years of specialized training. And all these years vary depending on what field in the medicine you're actually studying. Throughout this whole entire process, there's going to be checks and balances, right? Every year, every semester, there's a check you have to cross to go on to the next one. And if that check is not done, there is no way you will go on to the next stage, to the next level of this educational process to become a doctor. And then throughout the year, semesters, every year on year, there's checks and balances. So the success of failure, once you get to this point, is going to be extremely low because there's checks and balances. You're not going to work on a patient, just because you want to become a doctor. You just cannot put this suit on, walk into a hospital, and start working on patients. No, there's a whole process, checks and balances that need to be met before you can move on to even calling yourself a doctor, to even starting to work on patients. There's simulations that happens here, a lot of practice, overshadowing, a whole bunch of things that have to happen before you get the chance to work on doctors and before you get the chance to make serious money. And keep in mind that we're not even talking about the investment you have to make in here of student loans of up to millions of dollars in some cases to get this certification, to get this doctorate degree, and be able to get into a very lucrative career and start working on patients. Now let's look at what it takes to become a day trader. What are the educational requirements to become a day trader? Absolutely zero. There's no checks and balances. There's no material you have to take before they allow you to open an account with any broker and start trading. All you need is money, a broker, and a computer. And you can start trading immediately with no educational requirements at all. Now, this is something that a lot of traders fall into, right? They don't put that emphasis on how important education is in day trading because there's no requirements. There's no checks and balances. Unlike a doctor or any other career, there are very strict checks and balances, and you will not pass to the next stage until those checks and balances are met. There's a test at the end of every semester. There's a test at the end of every year. There's several tests just to make sure that you are fully equipped and capable of doing the job that you are set out to do. Well, in day trading is the complete opposite. And this is why a lot of traders do not educate themselves because there's not an emphasis on education. It is completely up to you to get yourself the right education for day trading and make sure you're taking the right steps into this awesome career. A lot of traders fail. You hear the rate over and over again. 90% of traders fail or even higher than that. And that's because, one, they're not getting the right education as there is no requirements to do so. And build the habit to never stop learning. Once you stop learning, you start dying. That's a quote from Einstein. This is one of the things that even veteran traders know. They continue to constantly learn new strategies, constantly stay up to date. If you Don't move forward and you're standing still, you're moving backwards because everyone else is getting ahead and moving forward with the markets and learning constantly. There are several ways you can learn by using reading material, audio, visual, demonstration, discussion, and also practice doing, which is a huge one that can help you retain almost up to 75% of the average students that are learning. This takes us to our next area of simulated trading. A lot of people want to avoid simulation. They want to get right into the game, right into live trading, and not spend time in simulation because they feel it's a waste of time. It's not the real deal. They don't have the emotions. They don't have skin in the game. So there's no point to do any simulation trading. But this is what gets you ready for live trading. Being able to identify patterns in real time, get familiar with market data, understand the price action. And level 2, a good simulator like Dash Trader Pro will get you ready to go live before you are actually risking any real money. Think about pilots and all their training they have to do in these simulators. This simulator is a multi-million-dollar system that has every single button exactly how it is in a real live plane. Here they're training very rigorous hours, logging in tons of hours over and over again, practicing what they're going to be doing in the real life scenario when they graduate and move over to becoming actual pilots in a real plane. Now on here, they're taking their job and training very serious. They're not going to be saying, you know what, this is a simulation. I could crash land the plane now, no problem. Oh, you know what, I don't want to study how to do an emergency procedure because this is not real life scenario. I don't really have 200 passengers on me that can die. No, they're taking it very, very serious. So it's only as effective as you make it. So make it as real as possible and get a platform like Dash Trader Pro that can give you a simulation account as well as a live account. So when you make your transition over smoothly, you're trading the same platform that you're going to be doing your live trading, your practice trading. And keep practicing until you no longer can get it wrong, right? These guys are not practicing and done with their practice once they get their first successful landing and takeoff. No, they're going to practice until they cannot get it wrong anymore. That's how long you keep practicing. Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the other video series of the 7 fundamentals of day trading. Also visit our education center for more materials in regards to education. Thank you.